Why hello there, new recruits. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Inquest of the Dead. Episode 47, More Seats at the Table. Alright, Sakura, go get yourself some food. Bryzit, how's your infection? It's fine. If Bryzit's already going to be down from the infection, I don't have enough psi focus for regret limbs. Never mind. Nabla. Now that we're done hauling all the corpses away, we are going to have to clear them out, but the next big thing is to, of course, get perimeter security, because we do have some holes in the walls. Everywhere else, I think I've fixed it. All the holes over here have been fixed. I know we're still missing a door there, but we need these walls pronto, because the wandering shambler hordes can just, like, wander into our base otherwise, forcing us into a fight that we don't want. Add more psi casters that can regen heal. So we've been working on it. Rascal technically can. He just hasn't leveled up very much. Oh, actually, hold up. That's not true. I forgot to level him up. Rascal's been working on it. And it takes a bit of an investment period for mentorship to do that. So that's why I haven't made more of the healers yet. One of those, oh, it'd be nice to have, but until I have the breathing room to actually functionally train them up, it's only a nice to have. It finished. Oh, nice. I have no idea who finished it. I had intended for Kadath to be the finishing, because he's got really good construction. So maybe what I'll do is we'll try to make another one and, like, pay attention to who's actually finishing the thing, so we can have a higher quality one. Big if. We'll see. Alright, we have perimeter security and the forced open doors are now closed. There's still some corpses that need to be cleared, but all in all, mostly recovered. And that should be the last big horde that we have to face for quite some time, I would assume. Alright. Bye-bye, Theo. And hello, gold. I'm not sure that going from 335 gold to, like, 1,000 gold is really going to do us any good, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like, we have enough gold to make advanced components and prestige armor for a very long time, so having even more of it is not more benefit. It's just gratuitous. But quest complete. I'm going to mark that down. And then also add a new priority. Improve defenses. So I'm going to try that defense that method that I came up with. One of the issues with that, however, is I think I am going to need hay grass or wood in mass to make it work. But I'll start prototyping it. I'm really curious if I can actually get it functional. So I'm going to put a uranium turret down and surround it by some incendiary IEDs. I don't yet have ID tech, though. So I'm going to quickly pivot to ID tech. And then, yeah, we'll see if we can automate some of our defenses. Because even if it, like, burns up a small fraction of the enemies, that's a lot of extra help. Doesn't hay grass burn better? It does. It burns faster, but not longer. And in this case, I might want longer, not faster, for sustained temperature levels, rather than for burst fire damage. I don't know. Well, I don't know. But I'm thinking a longer burn is probably better than a hotter burn. How many lungs do I have? Still working on the first one. We're working on a bionic spine. That's good for Nabla. And then Kadath, I'm gonna have you finish this. I might have Kadath finish the marble billiards as well. I had intended to wait for an inspiration, and one never came. Oh, you know what? I have a turret here. It's not a bad idea to have just turrets within our walls that I can turn on when we have wall breaches in specific spots just to help deal with the hordes. So I'm going to put one here to kind of cover any breaches that come from the south. Excellent. And I'll try to have Kadath be the one that actually build these things to finish them up for quality. More charity. Well, sheet. That's their name. Prosthetic arm. Oh, hey, look at you. Iron Will Gourmand. Well, I don't love Gourmand, but I'll rescue you. If they join, they join. I'm not going to kill them like the last one. They have some combat stats. They might actually be useful. You aren't Kadath. And, Sheet has already joined. He... Okay, he has a bit of a giantism fetish, I'm gonna guess. He was rescued by Good. Good had him in, like, a princess carry. And she had been carrying him for, like, 10 seconds, and he was like, you know what? I like this. And just decided to join. I've never seen any random joiner in this way happen that quickly. That was fast. They have a burning passion in both. But I think we need more brawlers than shooters. So we'll try to train them up as a brawler. Yeah, he was like, uppies, I like this. I stay. And we're like, all right, fine. You quack. Alright, they are obviously about to, well, not about, but yeah, they are in the process of dying pretty good, so let's tend to them. Now, a brawler with a prosthetic arm is obviously going to need a new arm, so that's in order. Wait, where are you going? See, what is this? Normally, when you're being actively, and this has happened a lot, I don't know what's going on. There's something weird with one of the mods. Where, like, queued up things are being ignored. But, raffle timer is up for Sheet. So the other part of this, this, like, trap project, let's try to set it up. so we're gonna do a 9x9 box with doors on all sides that are forced open, a wooden floor. It will need power. But I'm going to keep the power cable not in the box, so it won't, well, it's buried, so it doesn't really matter. But so that it won't burn. We're going to want to roof it up. And then stick dead power in the middle. And then once I have IDs researched, put a few fire IDs in there. And, oh, perfect. I was planning on it not overlapping with the Pollux tree, and indeed, that is the case. Okay, for the bajillion toxic potatoes we have, I guess we're good on food for a bit. Is bioarms useful for everyone? So it's more useful for brawlers and for crafters and doctors than anyone else, because high manipulation is like not super useful for everyone. So legs lets you run around and flee and fight faster and dodge and stuff, but arms, it's not bad, but it's not a super high priority either. We do have the bionic spine though. Nabla, guess what? You got yourself a spine. Let's put it in. And then the heart is going to go to rise it once it gets made. There's a big old backlog that we'll have to get through first, though. Sakura, you don't yet have the Psi Focus. Okay. So once Sakura has the Psi Focus for another regen, we'll have to find another target. Oh, you know, I did just realize Sheet belongs in some, believes in some weird stuff. So once the surgery is done, Sheet's going to be arrested and converted. Kens, thank you for the resub. Cheers. Yeah, I saw I stopped surgery due to the draft. I fixed that. So we use Sakura to arrest Sheet. And I am going to kick off a conversion ritual. And I'm going to remove anyone that needs like bed rest from it, because we only really need 10 participant count. We don't need the 15 or whatever it was. Who else? Good. Nabe. There. So Good and Nabe are being removed because they're like minors, and they're more productive elsewhere. So I can't technically name Sheet yet because Sheet's kind of like a prisoner. But when Sheet does, well, that's not true. So you're a prisoner for now, but the intention is to indeed recruit you. And hopefully you get hit with a masterful conversion ritual. The chance is pretty high. I mean, it's a really nice room with full okay. I think there was a 2% chance for terrible. Fine game, whatever. Screw you too, Randy. Good lord. I'm going to turn on high priority hull again. We have like 1,500 toxic potatoes outside the base, and that makes me nervous. Oh, god damn it. So, run if you're still watching. Cut all Blight. See? It's right there. Well, that's annoying. No longer haul. Plant cut. And don't sow it. I just realized how much gold looks like Blight. Which is, I guess, greed is a blight on humanity, so... Hey, look, there's one that's alive! Everyone... No, never mind. I was gonna save that plant! But no. No Masutha here. Y'all dead. At least the Devil Strand wasn't affected? I mean, it couldn't be. It's immune. And this is what I was saying before. While the Blight spreads, you have to keep clicking the button to update the cut zone. Because, like, that one is not queued to cut. But it's spreading to potatoes. And it's not like we lack toxic potatoes. So, whatever. Canonically, it does... Oh, god damn it. You piece of human garbage. He was like, well, I'm not being cradled by the big woman. So... I'm gonna get catatonic now. Well, that was annoying. A lot of that psychoid was about to be nice tea for us to drink to soothe our souls, and then the game was like, no. And ruined it for me. Is he Tormund for Game of Thrones? I think so, yeah. That would be my, my assumption. Truly, for all the people that have played a lot of RimWorld, have you ever seen a pawn that wasn't an immediate joiner choose to join that quickly? Because I think that was a record for me. We had walked out to pick him up from the ground, and while he was being carried back to base, was like, yeah, I'll join you. It's like, we didn't even have a like, you're conscious? I didn't even realize you had woken up. And you've already chosen to join? That's how fast it was. It was crazy. I missed the same tile again? Wait, for real? For the roof zone? Oh my god! It's a blind spot! It's a legit blind spot. I don't know what to say. IDs are done. Cool. Alright, back to Marine. Okay. You should be zone restricted. Yeah, once is like a mistake. Twice is like I'm pranking you guys. So, if you can believe me, that is not a prank. Like, legitimately, I just missed the same spot twice. Ooh, uranium. Alright. Back to High Priority Hall. Again, we've got like 2,000 toxic potatoes out of the base, or 1,500. Well, 1,000 now. I want to pull that stuff back in. Gentle hands, you say? Carried them in? No. If anyone does not have gentle hands, it would be good. Our hands are rough as hell. Sakura, yeah, you have enough. Okay. Who is the target for the next regen? So her mangled eye scar is basically cosmetic. Although, it does lower people's opinion of her, to be fair, because it's a disfiguration. Unless I have a mod that changes that. I might. I think the winner here is probably It with the double burn scar eye. Or RCV with the missing thumb. Probably RCV with the missing thumb. So RCV is already recovering, so I might as well just zap him. Seems fine. I hope that the psychic regen hits the thumb, though. Or that's a waste of focus. Oh, you know what? Oh, no, they're allowed out there. I was going to say, maybe they're not even zoning allowed to collect the potatoes, but I don't think there's anywhere to put it. I think our stockpile is, like, too full. Yeah, that is indeed the problem. Well, here's one solution. From Toxipot. So we're gonna make some chem fuel from the toxic potatoes. Free up some space. It's probably worth putting the toxic potatoes at least on the floor in here under a roof than like out in the open. So I'm going to make that change too. Otherwise, the chance of it getting wasted is pretty high. Set it to low? Maybe? This is already a preferred zone, so I think it's probably fine as normal. How am I going to get more wood for the kill box to work? This is a prototype, so I might not need it, because if this doesn't work, I'm not going to use it. There's always witchwood. Witchwood is pretty low yield, but it's not 0. And then the other thing that I could do is just to put like a grow zone of hay grass around where the pollux trees are. You know, if I intentionally put the pollux trees in the middle of like a forest zone, I could slowly put hay grass. Either that or just start growing it. I seem to have a lot, you know, in fact, we're right now completely topped up on vegetable, like to the point where we don't have space for it. So let's grow some hay grass. And if it works, we'll use it. And if it doesn't, we'll just put the hay grass in here and burn up corpses more efficiently. I'm fine with both or either. That's a useful inspiration. I'm inspired to tame animals. In a world with no animals. Yeah, that is his first inspiration in a long, long time. So now we, I'll just put 2. 2's probably enough. And the way it works is pretty obvious. You turn on the mini turret to draw the shamblers in. The shamblers step on the incendiary traps. The incendiary traps light the whole thing on fire. And it's an enclosed environment with a roof, so it should heat up to the point where everything catches fire inside. And we might not even lose the turret in the process. It's very possible that we don't. So the only part of the home zone here would be the walls, because I don't want to actually actively fight the fires. So we'll need some manual resetting because this turret isn't... Oh, crap. This turret isn't home zoned. Okay, stop doing that. And because that turret isn't home zoned, there's a case where the turret gets destroyed and I'll have to put it back. Okay, that has support. This doesn't. I just didn't want them to collapse roofs on their heads. So yeah, I've surprisingly been given like a pretty long reprieve. Definitely gonna want bridges there. I might not need bridges here though. Unless we want to be able to move. I'll put bridges there. So this will be my north-south. Cool. I'll work. Remove door home zone over the trap. Yeah, because that will be on fire. Okay, updating the grow zone. Oops. That doesn't work like that. Actually, these aren't, where is it fertile? Oh, this is, yeah, okay, there we go. Looking good. Now, where's the roofs? That's correct, except for right here. And I don't know what's underneath the soil there, so we'll have to figure that out. Alright, RCV, you need your weapon. And you got your thumb back. Perfect. I had only just checked. We actually look like we're recuperating, we're recovering, we're putting everything back that needs to be back. I know I still have some outstanding collection of goodies and Plasteel, but we're making a lot of progress on the home and home zone, and I'm pleased by that a lot. So the next big project is to move an immense amount of pollution out from under the Devil Strand. And that's going to be a lot of tox packs, waste packs. I'm actually going to keep that. I like kind of the east-west. I'll even put flagstone, even though it's a bit redundant. I like the aesthetics of it. We can remove that, though. And probably here as well. Just... it's funny, I removed the bridge here and I'm just going to put it right on back. The lowest row of the Devil Strand still roofed? Yep. This also probably should be a no roof zone. Not a ignore zone in case it ever gets reclassified as inside. It will auto roof. I wouldn't really want that. Chances are it's simply too big to ever be indoors again. A little reminder to those that don't know why that matters. Corpses that are indoors won't revive. So originally we had a base that was classified as indoors, so that any zombie that died inside our walls wouldn't revive. But that is not something we're attempting to do anymore. Why not just remove all the roofs? So a little bit of roofs is fine. Like, it keeps toxic fallout out. It's all illuminated, so it doesn't really matter. So that's, I figure some roofs are fine. I just don't necessarily want all of it. Because there's a lot of atmospheric events that I wouldn't want roof, like blood rain or No. Shut up. Oh my god. The price for that is horrible. You're willing to give me like 2K for 450 tox packs? Guess again, idiot. No one's gonna take that deal. Yeah, there's definitely fertile soil under here too, where the prison is. So this prison definitely could be moved for more fertility. You know, this whole zone is completely infertile, will never be fertile unless we do hydroponics, so. Certainly a contender in the future. The base is looking far more base-like than it was before. Made a lot of progress. All right, next up, let's do the pollution removal zone for the Devil Strand. Because as soon... Oh, wow. Almost the inverse happened where I added it. So now that most of the walls have been repaired and the prototype trap had gotten built, we'll start trying to clean this up. Because Devil Strand can survive on polluted soil, but it will thrive if it's fertile, clean soil. And all of this, it should be fertile, clean soil once the pollution's removed. Yeah, we could also do entity research, true. We can move a prison, do an entity, entity study. There's a lot of things that we could add. Absolutely. And I'm finally doing the billiards table, to plop in here so we can get rid of our old horseshoe pin that we've been using since like day one. I feel like we've outgrown it, maybe. You are making a lung. Ah, sweet. So we might be stalled out on armor for Plasteel reasons? Yes, that is indeed true. So we're going to need to go to the Plasteel zone, or to tap this Plasteel node. Or both. Nabe has leveled up considerably, so let's do that. It's noon. They're both low on recreation. So I'm going to have them both grab some ambrosia. And then we'll set out and get some Plasteel from the site. That is what our chem fuel is for, after all. Probably also could go for some more fermenting. Because we have like a whole stack of wort and nowhere to put it. Oh, interesting. Weird. It's in a cave system. Where are we going to land? Oh, thank God. Right at it. Okay, love it. No notes. Great landing. Fantastic. So I might need to schedule just like, yeah, let's schedule pure work for them because I don't really want them to sleep here. And then when we get back, I'll try to remember to put their schedules back. Shoot. Yeah, it will work. I'll rotate it. And this is still like a sort of temperature-controlled room. Ooh, it's actually not because of the lack of roof. Put the beer there, I guess. Does give me a little bit more room for stools, I suppose. That has the same problem, though, doesn't it? Hold up. There, solved. Yes, I could just make the room larger. But this works too. Not everyone eats all at the same time, so it should be fine. Okay, billiards in. Horseshoe out. Now, if we take a look at the pollution overlay, yeah. Slowly, we are cleaning it up. Awesome. I might have miscalculated their food needs. What about a poker table? Yeah, in the future. If, oh man, can you subsist on, no, okay, this was a mistake. Let's send them some food. Do I have bedrolls? I don't even think I have bedrolls. They'll rough it, but some food. Sorry, team. My bad. Care package incoming. So, I just realized I made a mistake. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. I made a mistake in that we weren't actively trying to convert Boar Drake, but Boar Drake has also been catatonic this entire time. So even though I forgot to convert, I don't think it would have mattered because we can't really have a conversation with him anyway. Well, the farm's looking pretty glorious, given that I started with just essentially no clean tiles. We have expanded our growing efforts a lot, even using some of the polluted tiles in the zoning. They are probably going to collapse, but they'll work to exhaustion. Sucks to be a soldier on the Inquest, in the Inquest party. That's just how it is. We have had a very long respite. After getting walloped by the considerate prisoner raids, and then 2 Shambler raids of like 113 and 115, something like that. We've had some respite, and that's nice. I've been able to catch up on a lot of backlog. Actually, this... I'm just reorganizing it a little bit to be more efficient, zoning-wise. The idea is to build the biofuel refinery in here, and then expand the rec room a little bit. If we want poker and more chairs and stuff, our growing population is going to demand a larger room. And yes, I know I have a lot of weapons in this room that could be removed and moved. I just don't have a good place for the weapons at the moment. I guess I could put them in here, but I don't want the explosive weapons to be where our, like, sanctuary is. Feels like a bad idea. Better quality melee weapons for the brawlers? Yeah. RCV has a really good one, but the rest could use better. I'm still kind of holding out for Wizard to have an inspiration, though. It's not to say that he's going to have it anytime soon, but it would be lovely if I could inspire him to do something better. I'm also going to hit him with a work drive. We did just get a second set of lungs, though, and we'll try to put that to good use as well. Ooh, they're almost done. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Inquest of the Dead, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Inquisitors.